Hello. This is your 7 minutes preacher again. I am here today hoping that the Lord has kept you well and you are doing good. I am here to talk to you about my country, Kenya. We are going to talk about this country, this Kenya, the beloved. So give me 7 minutes of your time, all right? Thank you very much. I'm going to read from the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1. I'm going to read verse 4, verse 9, and verse 11. Verse 4, it says, "Generations come and generations go, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun sets, and the earth back to where it rises from." Verse 9, "What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again." Verse 11, "No one remembered the former generation, and even those yet to come will not be remembered, but those who follows them." Now, let's go to Ecclesiastes 2:18 and 19. It says, "I hated all the things I have toiled for under the sun, because I must leave them to the one who comes after me. And who knows whether that person would be wise or foolish? Yet they will have the control over all the fruits of my toil, into which I have poured my effort and skill under the sun. This too is meaningless." My dear friends, I am reading this because it is very profound knowledge about our affairs. We human beings, we work so hard, we toil so much, we buy land, we build houses, we do so much thinking that we will leave these things to our children and maybe they will be wise and then they keep them. We toil so much to accumulate and put things together. But as we have read, who knows whether the one who comes after you will be wise or will be foolish? It is the same thing in leadership. You work so much, you build, let's say you build the country, thinking this is the country we want. Remember in 1950s, when our government, our Kenyan countrymen were fighting against the colonialists, they fought so hard so we can have freedom. They fought so hard and then they gave us a country. Kenyatta became the president. And then came Daniel Arap Moi. And in 1992, when I was around 24, there was a call for multipartyism. I remember so many people like Igitobu Manyara, James Orengo, Raila Odinga, Masinde Muliro, Kenneth Matiba, and so many others, including the whole Odinga, Jaramogi. We went to Kamukunji. I left my work. I went to Kamukunji and I was throwing stones. We were fighting the Moi regime. We wanted freedom. We wanted multi-party freedom. And then multi-party freedom came. Section 2A was repealed from the constitution. Then we got multi-party. And then ODM was born. DB was born. Ford was born. All those political parties were made. And I was lucky. I was a secretary of the youth in Laikipia. I was a secretary for the Ford party in Laikipia. And so many things happened, of which I'm glad. In 1992, the secondary partition, which was brought by those gallant sons and daughters of Kenya, made it possible for us to have the so-called 2010 Constitution. You remember? The 2010 Constitution now gave us so much freedom that we are enjoying today. This is what the Bible is saying. You toil so much, you work so much to put things in place, hoping that these things will remain. Now, 2023, even those who are in power today, they know very well the struggle some of the living legends went through, people like Raila Odinga, and yet they have forgotten. They verify him. They call him names. President Uhuru Kenyatta just retired 6 months ago. While he's in his home in Masai Mara watching the country, he saw the other day goons go to his farm and destroy what he had built, what his father had built. They destroyed his farm. They put it on fire. They took his sheep, his livestock away in daytime. And there was not even one police officer saying this is not right. This is what the Bible says. Who knows whether the one who comes after you will be wise or foolish? So, my friends, you have heard that the leaders come and go, but our country remains forever. So what I'm asking you, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Majority Leader, the IG, and everyone in leadership in Kenya, I want you to remember that the things you do today are the things that are going to remain, whether you do good or bad. And therefore, I kindly ask you, to make sure that you do everything at your power, in your power, to make sure that you leave this country peaceful and united. We only have one country, just one country, called Kenya. Do not tear this country down. Just because you are in leadership, other leaders will come after you have gone. If you do evil, they might arrest you and put you in jail. Remember what happened to the president of Sudan. Remember what happened to the president of South Africa and many other countries. You do evil thinking that you are going to stay there forever. I know leadership, it might go into your head. They say the absolute power corrupts absolutely. Do not be cheated. The things you do today might put you in trouble tomorrow. So make sure that when you are in leadership, do what is right, what is good, what is just. Do not intimidate other people. Do not oppress the poor because they are poor. Do not act unjustly. Protect the lives and the properties of all Kenyans. All means all. It doesn't mean those who fought for you or those who did not fight for you. All means all Kenyans. They deserve their properties to be protected. Mr. Gachagua, hii maneno ya kusema that Kenya is a company, please retreat that statement. Kenya is not your company with you, Mr. Ruto. Do not try to justify. That statement was wrong. Just take it off and apologize to Kenyans. Make this country work for all people. Do not try to justify your statement. You said wrongly. Apologize. Be a man. Say you have done wrong and do right. Build our country, not tear it down. Protect the welfare of all people. That's what I'm urging you to do. Because that's what Solomon says. Everything under the sun is meaningless. It's all meaningless. Nothing's new. Don't pretend like you are the most powerful one. Don't pretend that you are the most popular. No. People come and go, but the country remains. So, for the time you are here, for the time you are the leader, do what is right in the sight of God and in the sight of man. Do what is right and just, and leave this country united. May God bless you all. May God bless our country, Kenya. Thank you very much. This has been your 7 minutes preacher. So, I want you to think about it. Thank you.